So welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video, guys. And yeah, we've got some spoilers for the upcoming chapters. I think it's been a while since I talked about spoilers. So it would be great to discuss this with you again. These are all official spoilers. But we don't know when it will appear in the official chapter. Because Ken Wakui-sensei shared this on his Twitter account. It has already been 1 month since this photo was released. So I think we are likely to see this in the next chapter. And yeah, the fight between Mikey and Takemichi has already started. Many people have high expectations for this fight. So I also have some theories about it. I will talk about that in this video. But before we talk about that, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. So I think it's pretty obvious. Takemichi is the protagonist of the series. So he is the one who defeats Mikey in the end. But the real question is how he will do it. Does he really have a chance to win against Mikey? So now check out the picture shared by Ken Wakui-sensei on his Twitter account. Mikey looks a bit irritated in this picture. So at this point he is fighting with someone. Everyone would think it was Takemichi. Because he is the only one who keeps fighting against Mikey until the end. I think Chifu will also help him. A week ago, Ken Wakui-sensei also shared this picture on his account. This really surprised me. Because this is not a draft page. This is part of the actual official chapter. This is the first time we've had something like this. If you're wondering when we'll get this in an official chapter, it'll be in the next 2 or 3 chapter. Now he looks like shocked. I think it's possible something happened to Takemichi. And Takemichi had little chance of winning against Mikey. But we don't know if he can last till then. A major translation error occurred in the previous chapter. Yeah, it says that. A vision that came too late. But this is the correct and accurate translation for this scene. His vision ability is evolving. You can see how big a difference it makes. His vision ability is evolving. So this is why I said he has little chance of winning against Mikey. But Takemichi's eyes were already starting to blur. And his ear is bleeding. He can foresee Mikey's next move. Takemichi is not strong enough to take him down. At least someone should help him. Chifu had always been there to help him since the start of this battle. Now we'll see him a few chapters later. But I like how Ken Wakui-sensei introduced this power into the story at this point. We all know Mikey is an absolute beast. So even if Takemichi had 500 members on his side, it wasn't enough to defeat him. At the same time, if Mikey is defeated so easily, the day will be very so insane. Mikey fans certainly won't accept it. But now Takemichi can read his moves. So I think Takemichi has already started using his powers. We can see that Mikey is absolutely pissed off on this page. And he seems to be blocking some sort of attack. It makes sense that Takemichi has a chance to win against him. If Ken Wakui-sensei had introduced this power during this fight, I really wouldn't have liked it. But he introduced it before chapter 40. Takemichi was able to foresee some things since this power was introduced. But he doesn't know exactly when that will happen. We saw this power for the first time in chapter 216. In it he saw her head bleeding. That should happen in 2 days. He could not see the scene clearly the first time. Then, when Takemichi went to meet Draken, this vision reappeared. He saw blood on his hand. At that moment he didn't know what to do. But he knew that would happen at some point. What he thought was blood in that vision was just tomato juice. We can already see the difference. He could also see what would happen after 2 days. And he could see what might happen after 20 minutes or 1 hour. But he couldn't figure out exactly when it would happen. Even during this final battle, he was able to figure out Sanzu's plan in advance. Many things like this have happened. But at the same time there is a danger in this power. I'm not sure about this. Because every time Takemichi tries to stop what he saw in his vision, someone dies. When he tried to protect Senju, Draken protected them. Takemichi unfortunately lost him. And if Takemichi can't stop what he saw in his vision, it will surely happen. Although South is a really strong character, he is just a weapon used to move the story forward. We all saw how hard Takemichi tried to save South. But in the end nothing changed. Although Takemichi successfully thwarted Sanzu's plan. We know what happened to Kikucho. So when Takemichi somehow tries to stop what happened in Vision, one of them dies at that moment. Now it says his vision ability is evolving. So I think he can now see what might happen in the next second. This is just my guess. I'm not sure of this. We will definitely see what he can do in the next chapter. Takemichi should have already died 2 times in this battle. Taiju saved him from Sanzu. And he saw in vision that Sanzu tried to kill him using the sword. He could already see what would happen in the next 10 seconds. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what he can do against Mikey now. Like I said before, even if Takemichi can read Mikey's moves in advance, he doesn't have the strength to take him down. At the very least, he would need the help of the Toman members. We still don't know what happened to Senju. I wish Ken Wakui-sensei would actually give her a more prominent role in this battle. Because he hasn't done anything special in this battle yet. I think Mitsuya, Pachin, Kawada brothers, and Chifu will all help him again. Although it's Takemichi's job to take Mikey down. At the same time it is highly unlikely. Mikey can easily defeat even 500 people. We still don't know why Chifu is shocked. I think it's definitely about Takemichi. Many say that Chifu would sacrifice himself for Takemichi. I guess we can decide that after the release of the next few chapters. If you have any other idea than this, let me know below. Anyway. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe. And good luck to all.